Hello, this is Wolf of Many Names here, looking at the Meet Your Match / Meet versus Match update. And when I looked through all the notes and all this a few days ago when the update came out, I was just shocked at how much they changed the game. First off, after one update, matchmaking became an official thing. You don't need a beta key anymore. Now all you need to do is purchase a matchmaking pass, or you could do casual matchmaking. And then we got competitive mode, which is what you need to buy the matchmaking pass for. And honestly, I think Valve did a really good job incorporating. I was playing casual mode earlier today, playing as the soldier and the spy mostly. Probably gonna try out a few other classes that I enjoy. And competitive mode, rise through the ranks, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna do competitive mode. I'm not much of a competitive player, but I do enjoy the casual. Now, looking at casual, we get an upgrade to quick play, which is beautiful. And now you could just enter matchmaking casual and you rank up because of it. Of course, you could still go onto a community server. It's not that hard. You still have your achievement servers, you still have your idle servers, you still have your 24/7 servers, and you still have your specialty servers and all that stuff. And I just love what they did. They just, you know, made Team Fortress 2 better. And now we have community created maps. Sunshine is finally in the game. Sunshine has been just teased for a while. Well, it's been teased since the Halloween, one of the more recent Halloween updates. I wasn't sure if it was 14 or 15, or they added CP Sunshine event. And a lot of people were angry because the event was released before the actual map. So, I haven't seen this map, I haven't played on this map, but I plan on it later. And the next is Metalworks, which is a map I personally voted more for off of the Steam Community Workshop, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I thought it was gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope to find out when I play it. Now we got Swiftwater, which, if I'm correct, has been on the workshop for a while, and I saw a few videos on it, I believe, and it's similar to Badwater from what I've seen, and I really hope it's good. And now, as I predicted, Pastime with this new update is an official, fully fledged game mode. I predicted that. I didn't predict the two new achievements. I've got to work on getting those. And I'm glad that it's an official thing. So, this looks like the end of this page. This is just a sort of winners thing, taunting at the losers and it all. Now we're gonna go back all the way to the top. I said top. And look at our day 2, the Meet versus Match update, which is war between the Heavy and the Pyro. I personally chose the Pyro side, but if you choose Heavy side, I mean, I understand that. It's almost a 50-50, but at the moment, Pyro's winning. I think that's going to change soon, though. It's probably going to be a really close finish at the end of it. I don't really care who gets the update. I mean, I only voted Team Pyro because, well, I don't really play Heavy much. And honestly, Pyro has a lot more promise in him. I mean, it's pretty much the battle of the no-skill classes. And unless you're getting down to the higher level strategies, it's pretty much the battle of the no skill. You could start the game as these and be fine classes. And it says vote with the war on top of it. Thanks to Soldier. Soldier, Soldier. Make Heavy or Pyro great again. Which is a joke about Make America Great Again. And it's talking about one lucky class is going to get a class pack in a future update. New balancing, new weapons, new achievements. It could be Heavy or Pyro, but it's not going to be both. They finally made a comic, which I'm going to read myself later. They haven't made a comic and I have no clue how long. Now we have the Balloon Bouncer, which is pretty much the, I forgot what it was called, but it was the Bucking Bronco taunt for the engineer. But for the Pyro with a unicorn, you probably noticed the cut. I've got it. There is only one way to show you this taunt. I mean, there is just absolutely no way this taunt can be explained without the video.
Da 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 da. Yeah, dance it, dance it.
Yeah. So. And then the spy got a disco taunt. Not sure why the spy got a disco taunt, but the spy got a disco taunt. This, I am definitely going to spend money on this. Right here. The sound it makes is beautiful, and the trumpet on the soldier guy, man, with the grenades and the launcher. You know what? This needs to be a weapon. The soldier needs a trumpet rocket launcher. Or a trumpet launcher. I don't know. Valve, please. Now, this is something I was personally excited for, the starter class packs and the keyless crates. I'm probably gonna get all 9 of them and take a look. I'm actually gonna get all 10 of them, actually, because there's an all class. I'm just gonna get all 10, which is gonna be like $20.50 or something like that. No, it's more. It's $24.90. But I don't care. I'm getting one of each of these and seeing what I get. And now the Perfect Stranger crate, which I'm guessing this is gonna, I mean, from what it says here, I can only assume that it's all stranges. There's strange weapons, strange parts, etc., etc., just for stranges. Now, view model min mode. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that's what it does. Okay, I wasn't sure. Now I know what it does. It lowers your weapon down, which I will not be good with, because if my weapon's down here and aiming up, especially for bullet guns, I'm gonna think the trail rather than going straight where I'm aiming. I will think it's gonna go up to the roof, so I'm not gonna do that. That's not gonna be in my videos. And I clicked it. Yay! I clicked it. Wrong thing. Going back. Now this I was also really, really happy about. Before you buy mouse over previews. So now, if you want to buy something off the community market, you could look at what would be in the crate before you purchase it. Now, I'm guessing this new knife is a multi-class knife. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't used it yet. And I'm guessing this hat is an all-class hat because I see it on all these classes. And let's see, those who brought Disgaea PC during the Steam Summer Sale will get 3 Disgaea themed cosmetic items: the printing hat, the printing pouch, and the printing knife, which must be all three of these. So that explains why I don't have them, because I didn't buy that game or whatever it was. Now this, oh jeez, this, I was so happy. I was so happy when I looked through this. I wasn't happy about some of the minor nerfs, but they're minor nerfs. First off, we got stuff that I don't really care. I mean, this is something you could read yourself. I'm not gonna look through the game modes, I'm not gonna look through that, I'm not gonna look through the bug fixes or performance or custom HUD or stuff. But I am gonna start at the game balance. I'm gonna look through balancing. Now, the Criticola has marked for death debuff for 2 seconds after the buff expires. I don't use Criticola, so I wouldn't really be affected by that, but I know that a lot of you guys are, and the Criticola Sandman combos will just about stop now. And this was based off, I'm guessing this was based off of matchmaking. Now, the Soda Popper, it replaces the running around with on hit, which I think is nice, because scouts aren't supposed to be taking a lot of damage, and then the Soda Popper is pretty much saying, hey, get things done. Now, the alt fire for the shortstop that's new, I'm not sure exactly what it means by reach out and shove someone, but I can only assume it turns the shortstop into a force of nature. No more healing bonus from it, and pushback is added is to 20 rather than 40%, which is beautiful. Now, the sun on a stick might start being used more. In fact, I've already seen it being used more, because now you take 25% less damage from fire while the sun on a stick is out. Now, soldier, I mean, I liked what they did with the bison, but I don't like what they did with the bison. The bison, right here, no longer hits enemies with the same projectile 3 times like it used to, which sucks. Now, the per shot damage has been buffed / nerfed. Point blank deals 54% damage, well, 54 damage, which was previously 20 to 80. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm guessing it means that at the closer ranges it was any of these, but now it's set at 54, and then it scales down until you get to 24 and maximum range, which I'm happy, because I was always getting these 14 damage hit markers. Now I'm doing actual damage. Projectiles are slower, which I don't really mind. And then they reduce 25% for each enemy penetrated. So if you're gonna try and get a lineup, you want to get the heavy first. Projectile impact sound is different, which I didn't notice. I'm gonna need to use it again. And now the disciplinary action, the speed bonus is lowered to 2 seconds, which I don't use the disciplinary action, but I'm sure it affects a lot of you, especially with you professional soldier rollout people. This is gonna just screw you up. And then with the rocket jumper, all it really is model materials and sound. I mean, there's nothing there. The Cozy Camper now requires a charge to gain flinch resistance, which confuses me, honestly. And the Sleeper now applies Girardi, and the radius scope shots. Yeah, it's an AoE now. deal with it. Scope shots now extinguish teammates, and the cleaner's carbine that removed a hidden plus 10% damage taken multiplier while under the effects, which is beautiful. Heavier weapons guy got the plus 20 damage resistance when spun up and below 50% max health, which means you need to get anything from that. You need to have your minigun spun up almost stationary and below 150 health as the heavy. You don't want that. I'm guessing that's only an emergency thing, but if you're going to be using the brass bees, you're going to be standing still when spun up. And you're probably going to be healed by a dispenser, so I mean, that really won't be noticeable, honestly. Now, Hua Long Heater now does 10% less damage, but it does 25% more damage on burning players, which is nice. Now, the reduced ammo drain, that's gonna draw a lot of people to it because it does more damage to flaming targets, as well as the drain has brought down from 6 to 2. I mean, from 6 to 4. But, I mean, people will say that's small, but honestly, for the Hua Long Heater, that's a lot. There's less pulse damage for the Ring of Fire, which is nice which is pretty much a nerf to the heavy and a buff to the spy. Now the steak sandwich, it fixed the damage taken from the whole dealio. I have no clue about that. I never used the buffalo steak sandwich, so I would have no clue. Now the spy, his max speed is increased to 320, which some people think from 300 to 320 isn't a lot. But when I played Spy earlier today, I noticed the difference. And the Enforcer, it attacks, pierce, resist, and absorb effects from all sources, which is nice. Pyro. Now, Pyro, this confused me. It added direct damage, reduces medigun healing, and resists shield effects by 25%. Not sure exactly what that means, but all I know is that when I'm healing a Pyro, I just need to listen for the healing interrupted sound. And the Man Melter, it now has the fire rate of a normal flare gun, rather than its pew, wait way too long and then shoot again. Now, the medic, I was singing when I saw this one. All metaguns allow the medic to match the speed of the heal target, which was previously only available on the quick fix, which honestly was a gay Ben send. Now the quick fix overcharge build rate is now plus 15% rather than plus 25%, which means there is now no reason to use your quick fix. If you have a strange quick fix, scrap it with the scrap.tf or something. I mean, there are some people who probably still will use the professional quick fix strategies. So sell it to those people, sell it to anyone interested, sell it on the market, sell it on scrap.tf. I don't really know what you should do at Grafflet on tf2r.com. Something. And now, the overdose. The movement speed bonus is from 20% rather than 10. They still haven't made a passive, which I know one YouTuber who is still going to be very mad about that. In fact, I'm going to see if he did a change notes video too. And then the damage penalty is 15% from 10%, which is interesting. And now stored Uber begins to decay after the medic has dropped the medigun, which removes the pick up a medigun with full Uber and then Uber someone and then pick up your old medigun and still have partial Uber build left. Demo Man, all boots now require shield for move speed bonus, which, oh boy, I was happy when I saw that. Now I don't need to worry about Demo Man with boots and sticky bomb launchers running around like probably now the speed of a spy or faster or something like that. In the Iron Bomber, now the fuse time is 1.4 from 2 seconds, which is nice. Quick Bomb, it increased the charge time reduction to 70% rather than 50%. It increased the damage bonus for max at 35% from 25%. And then the clip size penalty is now 50%, so you only have 4 launches. And then oh gosh, now people will have just quickie bombs everywhere because now there's no fizzle. And let's see what else. The sticky jumper just got a better model and sound. I don't really care much. Level 1 teleports I was also seeing when I saw this one, and I'm sorry that my volume thing's in the corner, buttons, you know. But level 1 teleports now cost 50 metal, previously 125. That means you could get one teleport up, your dispenser up, and then another teleport, and then your teleporter exit up, and then just need to grab some metal and build a sentry. I like that. Damage increased for the Widowmaker, which is also beautiful, if you're attacking the same target as your sentry. The Eureka effect, there's now no more 50% metal from dispensers and pickups, but there's still like that 20% reduction, and now teleports cost 50% less metal, which means with the Eureka effect, you'll be building 2 teleports a sentry and then grabbing metal and building your dispenser. Because that is a cheap teleport. Now, with the short circuit, the projectile attack is minus 10 metal for hit or miss, and minus 5 metal for each projectile destroyed. Which I'm not sure exactly why they did that. It can go either way, and now we can't shoot our own buildings, shoot through our own buildings with the Thompson, everybody. Throw those away, sell them, scrap them, get rid of them. Thompsons are useless now. And now oh, no, never mind. You can't spam a long hallway with the Thompson anymore, which is what I always was killed with when I'm against a Thompson. But don't find a Thompson close. They'll kill you. And now the projectile impact sound is different. And that is the end of the patch notes. This is probably a little bit of a long video I need to look through after I edit it and stuff, but I'm not really excited for this taunt. I hope if you end up in a server with me and you want to annoy me, just go scout and do the Carlton right in front of me. That's just do that if you want to get me annoyed or angry, but that'll probably be hard. Also, this is good. I'll get this sometime soon. But I took a look at all these taunts in game. You should probably get 1 or 2 if you main any of these classes, except Spy. Spy's Disco Fever makes no sense. If you like it, you like it, but if you main any of these classes, just get the taunt form. And that's what I have. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. And now the steak versus little stick of wood battle will wage on until Valve ends it and we get our Pyro or Heavy update. I'll see you guys some other time. Goodbye.